Hello my fellow felines, this is Kitty Cat Plays with Yarn here, and welcome to another Sims 4 Top 5. And in this one, we are going to be going over the CAS features and objects that I would like to see coming in 2020. But I want to just note that I don't work for EA, I've never been to EA, and I have no insight as to what is actually coming. So take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt and take this as just a wish list, not as scripture. And like the build video, most of these things that I'm mentioning aren't, I want more of this, but there is three that I'm like, hey, I want more of these, but for the most part, they're just things that I would like in general. And as I said in the other one as well, these are in no order specifically, they're just some things that I would like to see, and there are 5 of them, but they're in no order. Let's go ahead and move on to number 1. And the first thing that I would love to see is more tattoos and or custom tattoos. And when I say custom tattoos, I mean like custom placement and custom in the sense that we get the create a pet tool but on humans for tattoos. And I know that's crazy and you're like, Jen, what are you thinking? Why? That's stupid. That would make my game lag. I don't want that. But think about it for a second. Even if we just had custom placement, that would change the game. Literally. Like, I like putting tattoos on my Sims. And a lot of the time I use the same tattoos because I have ones that I like more than others. And they're in the same place. And sure, I get people have like matching tattoos and they're in the same place or whatever. But like, all of my Sims have like this one tattoo in this one place. And it's stupid. Even if we just were able to custom place them, I'd be happy. But when I was thinking about this, I was like, oh wait, we have the create a pet tool. Why couldn't we just do that for tattoos on people? And I mean, yeah, there'd probably be like some bad stuff on the gallery, but I feel like we take that risk. I mean, they took that risk with pets. Like, there are people probably writing F-bombs and all that stuff on pets everywhere, so, like, why not just give it to us for tattoos? And I know that's, like, a really abstract concept, but I feel like it would be really cool. There's a big part of me that thinks that won't happen, because I feel like it would be probably a lot of coding, unless they just, like, copied the code from Create a Pet. Maybe? And let's move on to number 2. And number 2 is kind of one of the instances of the, hey, I want more of this. But this is a more/better situation. I want more/better facial hair. And I know I'm not the only one. And we've gotten a little more, as packs come out, but the stuff we get still isn't great. Like, there's that one beard from Get Together, and there's literally a piece of custom content just to override that beard and make it better. And I'm not, like, trying to throw shade at EA, because, as you know, I love them, and I love their game, but when there is a piece of CC specifically made to override an item to make it look better, you might want to check yourself out. Like, I don't know, and I mean, that's probably a controversial thing I just said, but it makes sense. Like if this is an instance of, like, if someone specifically changed their, like, daily route and made it longer just to avoid you, there's a problem. Like, that's what this is, I feel. And I know that's not a direct comparison by any means, but it's a similar comparison, and I feel that it's accurate, and it makes sense. So, like, EA needs to do better with their facial hair, and give us more of it, because, yeah, I want more. And let's move on to number 3. So number 3, EA is getting better at, and I guess most of this list is just a I want more meh kind of list, which I didn't want it to be, but that's kind of what this is. more longer hairs, because if any of you know, my hair is pretty long, and without using CC, I can't create an accurate sim self, which sucks, honestly, because I love the Sims and I want to be in game. But without CC, I can't. Luckily, I do use CC though, but they are getting better with longer hairs. Like with University, they put out the hair that's like longer in the back but shorter in the front. And I was watching someone's video and they made a really good point as to why we probably don't have many long hairs. And their point was something to the extent of they don't have many long hairs in game because it clips with females' boobs, which makes so much sense, and I understand, and they don't want it clipping. Because when I have CC, like long hair CC, that happens. And so I'm not faulting them as much for this, but I just want it, even though I know it's unrealistic and wouldn't look great. And I'm not saying that EA can't make a long hair look good, I'm saying that because of the clipping it wouldn't look good. And as much as that sucks, I think that's the reality of it, and that's probably why they don't give us many long hairs. And let's move on to number 4. And number 4 is crazily unattainable, and definitely not going to happen, but I wanted to bring it up anyway, because I think about this a lot, and I hear it mentioned here and there when I watch other Simmers videos, and it is, I want more EA hair colors. And notice I specifically said EA hair colors, because obviously I know there's people that recolor hairs, and people that make custom content hairs with a bunch of colors, but I want more EA colors. And like I said, this is crazily unattainable, because how much work would it be to go and recolor every fucking hair we have? That would be so much work and so much time, and like that would suck. Which I understand, and that's why at the top of this I was like, it's not happening, I know this, but I want it anyway. Because like, it's a great idea, and it would be wonderful, but it would take so much work. And that being said, if any of you want more colors, there is a CC creator that has gone and recolored most, if not all, of the Sims 4 hairs to this date. I'm gonna go check on that really quick and see what she has. So I just went on their Tumblr and checked it out to see what packs they have, and at this point, they have nearly all of the hairs recolored. The ones they don't have Spa Day, Dine Out, Jungle Adventures, Cool Kitchen, Spooky stuff, and My First Pet, and it looks, nope, they have University done. So this person is Wildly Miniature Sandwich, and I will link you to their Tumblr blog in the description. But that being said, if EA could do this, which I know they can't, well, they could, but I know they won't because that's so much work. If EA were to do this, it would be crazy revolutionary, and it would be great. But like I said, it's most likely not going to happen, so don't get your hopes up on this. And let's move on to number 5. Last but certainly not least, I want a height slider, and again, there is a mod for this, but the mod kind of messes everything up. If you have 2 Sims of different heights, and you have them hug, or if you have them kiss, it gets a little weird sometimes. Some of you may have seen it. I believe the English Simmer has that mod installed, or did at one point, and kind of showed off how weird it was. And I believe Deli might have at one point as well. So, there are some people that you can check out if they even have it installed. And I think Urban Sims have looked over it and done a mod review on it as well. And I'm sure there are plenty of other actual mod reviews. But the height slider mod is great, and it gives, like, variety to your Sims, but it's not actually a slider that they put in game. You just change it by, like, changing their feet, which is an interesting way to go about it, and it worked. And no shade to the mod creator or anything, but I just really want this actually in game, so that the actions aren't messed up. And I know that's a lot to ask, and like I said, like the other things, it probably won't happen. But it's a good thought, and I would love it, but it would take a lot of coding, especially since the game is so far into development. But if they had done this in the beginning, that would have been ideal. But I think now, so late, it won't happen because there's a lot of like coding that would have to happen. You'd probably have to mess with all of the interactions that are in game already, and it would just kind of be a big mess. And like I said, it's a lot of work that they probably definitely don't want to deal with. So with all of that being said, that is my Sims 4 top 5 for CAS items or features. And let me know what else you think you want in the Sims 4 CAS, and let me know what you think of all of my thoughts on it. And just let me know how you're liking the Sims 4 top 5 so far, because I'm definitely enjoying recording these and just letting out my thoughts and opinions and wants in these videos. But with all that being said, I'm gonna go. I will see you all in the next video. Bye, friends! I hope you guys are having a perfect afternoon, evening, or whatever, wherever you are in your neck of the world. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to become a paw parent because I post new videos all the time. And I will see you all in the next video.